Hello people, what's up? This is William Zanowski speaking once again in my vlog Willa Lives. I'm very happy to be here. It's been a while since I last did uh, my last vlog, and so many things happened since then. Like for example, I shaved. I still have to cut my hair tomorrow, but I'll do it. Don't worry. Uh, no, what I wanted to say here, two very important things, and the first thing that I want to talk about is the climate change conference that is happening in Copenhagen, Denmark. Uh, if you don't know what that's all about, look it up, Google it, search on YouTube, uh, look for Lord Moncton, and go watch Alex Jones. Because what is happening there is that they are setting the world for a world government. That's what they're going to do. As I speak, they are their representatives from more than 200 nations are there to discuss and to sign this treaty that is gonna cost billions of dollars to the West countries so they can pay the developing countries. It's called climate debt. Like the rich countries are gonna pay the poor countries so they can have clean energy. Basically, that's what they state. Uh, they are talking about the pollution, about carbon dioxide, CO2, how it is polluting, how it is provoking global warming in the planet, and how that's gonna destroy the planet if we don't stop it. But it turns out that is all fraud. There's an hoax. It's not real. If it was, cutting 17% of carbon dioxide emissions is not gonna solve the problem. So long story short, they are using the environment issue, the global warming lie, as a context, as a pretext to implement this world government that is going to regulate all the carbon dioxide emissions and put taxes on transporting all over the world and taxes on energy and all sorts of things. And of course, to do all that, you're gonna need to have a world government. And if you are a Christian and you're seeing this, you know what that means. That means that the Antichrist is not far from rising to power. Because if there's a world government, then everything is set up for him, and consequently, that means that we could be very close to the rapture of the church. You which is a good thing actually. But Uh, I still want to get married before I go to heaven. I want to at least go to get married, uh, so that's one thing. Look it up. The climate change conference that is happening in Copenhagen. This is a huge plot, conspiracy, whatever you want to call it, uh, for one for one world government to be established and to rule over all the earth. It sounds like crazy talk, but uh, like I said, look it up, do the research for yourself, and then come up with your conclusion. No, I'm not gonna impose anything as truth, but what I believe is this what I'm telling you. And the other thing that I wanted to talk about is family. So, families. I've come to realize that family is a major factor of life. You know, family has a huge impact on one's life. These 6 months that I've been here in the U.S. Without my family, away from my family because they went back to Brazil in June, it really taught me a lot about the meaning and importance of family in our lives. Having a family that supports you, that loves you, by your side, close to you. That's something so important, and something that I couldn't value before. Uh, something that I didn't give enough importance. And now I see and I thank God for that, because it was Him, it was God who opened my eyes to see how important it is to have a family with you. And uh, it's about what matters most to you. It's about principles. It's about what is the name? It's about priorities. What are your priorities? Is it money? No. Is it family? Is it your job? Is it your wife? Is it your kids? Is it God? What are your priorities in life? Because if you think about in life, you are always going to have problems. Everybody has problems. I don't know one person who doesn't have any problem in life. And if there is such a person, then his or her life is boring. But think about it. Everybody has one of these four type of problems. Either financial problems, which most of us have now, health problems, family problems, or spiritual problems. Of course, spiritual problems the least talked about, because it's something, so sensitive, something so hard, and complex to talk about. But if you can choose one of these four problems, which one would you choose? Because I've been having money problems like most people. I don't have enough money, put it simply, and a lot of people are like that in this whole crisis that we're in. But I came to thank God for that, because I'd rather have financial problems than have health problems. You can be the richest person on earth, but if you have cancer, you die. Or if you have, I don't know, some disease, you can die. Or what is it worth to have money and be healthy, but your son doesn't love you? Or you have a father who doesn't care about you, or you have brothers and sisters who doesn't care about you. Or what does it matter if you have family, health, money, but even so you cannot find peace in your heart because you don't have God, because you don't have Jesus in your heart. That's a spiritual problem, and you will never have a peaceful life unless you have Jesus in your heart. So for me, it's much better to have financial problems than have any of the other three type of problems. So right now, all I want, is to be with my girlfriend, to be with Rachel, who is coming in 5 days. She's arriving next Wednesday. So right now, all I want is to be by her side and to have her in my arms, and to be with my family, to be seeing my family uniting once again. That has become a goal so important to me, and I'm rethinking. I'm really thinking again if it's worth for me to stay in this country. As an immigrant. My status, my immigration status, is not the best. Uh, I'm asking God if God still has something for me here, or if He already taught me all the lessons that I should have learned. I came here with a purpose, and maybe that purpose has been fulfilled. Maybe not, and I'm seeking God for guidance from Him now. Well, that's it for now. Talked too much already. Thank you, people, for watching. God bless you all. This is William Zanowski signing off.